25 of our 30-day intimacy challenge, and we wanted to do a little check-in. Personally, it helped me pursue Daniel more. I just think that becoming a mom, it can be all-encompassing, and it really helped me put my relationship with Daniel back. We're on day 25 of our 30-day intimacy challenge, and we wanted to...
His face, he literally looks like this the whole video.
Fries got scammed for $3. I've been there. Sometimes you just don't think, you just need to exist for a while. His lil bro is probably on his last legs.
I can't do it! It's so... The thing is, it became a meme, right? But then it blew up before it became a meme. And I watched it. I watched the original video. It caught me so off guard. Oh my goodness. Oh Jesus. Yeah, I just think about it. Like, the guy just shuts down. I don't get it. I thought guys would like it, no? I thought guys like it when you guys have like a lot of smegs. Major cock shock. No, you don't. Oh, we need rest. How long do you guys need? Wait, 30 days in a row? Yeah, but once. Like, one time every day for 31 days.
Sometimes it do be like that. To quote Futurama, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is spongy and bruised.
30 days in a row is bad. Wait, educate me. How? I thought it regenerates after, like, I don't know, a second or something. Not a second, maybe that's a bit. Like 10, give or take 10 to 30 minutes, and it like comes back. No, minimum days is 1 to 3 days of rest. Really? What do you mean regenerate? Like you know, a second. Not as like, I thought it's like 10 to 30 minutes before you're ready to continue your journey again. When the guy is young, you can do multiple times, one after the other. I see. Oh, this isn't like your hint. I never said it was like hint. I don't know. Okay, here's the thing, chat. I can ask you guys because you're my chat. I can't ask this to any other guys in my life because that's fucking weird. If I were to go to any guy friend and then be like, hey, just asking, how long does it take for you to like
for $3.
recoup yourself?
Michi, unless she ovulates, sends you beans from Dragon Ball. That guy was probably about fucking done with all this fucking on day 7.
Just ask her, I'll probably answer.
Fries got scammed
It's
for $3.
though.
I
It's
think the guys in
weird.
chat can maybe confirm, but bro is probably in his most clear state of mind. He is in perfect zen by now. He's probably seen the answer to why he's alive by now. Post clarity can really make you rethink your life.
Wait, how bad is post nut clarity for you?
Infinity Breach
I
got
like chat
scammed
'cause
for
I can ask
$3.
these. Asking this to
Despite
my
what
friends
American media
weird.
and society says, the amount of libido each man has is very different. Men don't always want sex or always
Oh.
think about it. It is an unhealthy
Obviously.
stereotype that men always will want it to. Physically, it can take a few hours to.
Yeah, I'm not saying guys would always want sex, but like, I don't know how long it takes for you to recoup, you know? Shame and deep regret. It's horrible. The amount of despair and dread is horrendous. Is it that bad? Is post-nut clarity that bad for you guys? It's not bad if you aren't ashamed of what you enjoy. Ah, chat, are you ashamed of what you enjoy? Depends on what you're nutting to. Okay, I get that. You know what? Fair. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, like back when I was more youthful and full of energy, my post-nut clarity low-key would bring me to like the gods, okay? I would literally just be like, damn, I need to repent, bro. Like, I have to repent. I have to apologize. I will never do this again. This is horrifying. I am foul and disgusting. Sometimes I wonder if that's the norm.
Soldier, to put it in terms you can understand, when there is no bones in an appendage, the only thing keeping it functional is by having as much blood in it as possible.
Yeah?
Now smack that thing around for half an hour and also your body needs to produce the baby juice. It's more taxing than you'd think and after a while it hurts a lot. Patch got scammed
it
for
hurts.
$3. I lose like 90% of my lust in an instant, and it doesn't come back for a bit. I can only imagine how bored he is. She'll be lucky if he doesn't get the other ed from all this.
I mean, it is once a day though. Like, to be fair, I can see it like once a day kind of a thing. Like, it makes sense. If it's like if the challenge is like day 1 you do it once, day 2 you do it twice, day 10 you do it 10 times. Like, if it's like that, then I understand. But if it's only once a day, every day for 30 days, I don't think that's that bad. I don't. Oh my god.
Know how you get sad or emotional when your nipples are touched?
Yeah, the
Sometimes
sad
men
nip.
get dejected or sad after nutting, even when they're viewing something wholesome, but other times their mind goes clear post-nut. It's a very common thing.
No, I think girls have that too though. Like, you know how in movies it's like you guys, like in the movies people like do the deed, right? And then after the deed they lay down in bed and they're happy and they're like, wow, this is satisfying and feels so good. I swear to God, I don't believe that. Because like,
boy 1 2
I feel
3
like
4
after I
5
nut,
6
I
7
just
got
get sad.
scammed for
Not sad, but like,
$3.33.
I feel disgusting.
What about you, Michi? What if you had to do it for 30 days? Think about that. Also, women regen faster than men do. It's called a refractory period. Women have a much shorter one.
I have to be so honest, like if I have to do it for like once a day, right? Once a day for 30 days straight, I wouldn't enjoy it, but I wouldn't like hate it. Like I would be able to do it. Nothing's gonna change really. It's just like, it feels like you're working out, you know? Like when you go to the gym. So you're like, it's not like you wanna do it. It's not like you're like, preferably you wanna space it out and be a bit more lazy.
Rhyme
But
you
like,
cheered
if you have to do it, then
Michi,
okay.
Imagine not working out a muscle, then trying to work out that muscle for 30 to 60 minutes every day for a month. That shit hurt.
I always thought it's because it's lechet. What is lechet? Like scarred? You know, because like you guys are, from what I've seen at least, it's like you guys don't treat your own body with care sometimes. So my biggest concern is if you guys like do it. I used to think that if people, you know, beat their own meat for too much as a kid,
Infinity
then
Breach
growing
got
up,
scammed for
you would have
$3.
ED.
That's why aftercare is important, even when nothing heavy happens in bed. It's always good to cuddle afterwards and let each other know how much you love each other. The mind is really weird to give depression after climax, so the afterglow period helps.
I think that is wholesome. For sure. I didn't know, like, my biggest concern back then was like, oh my god, what if you develop ED? Or what if you like scratch your wee-wee, you know? Because I don't know if this is what guys always do, but the ones I've seen is like, it's pretty aggressive, you know? Like, that shit gets like pulled around. It's not even like a gentle movement. It's like, you guys are pumping water out of the ground. You know, like back then when you don't have a well, like you do have a well, but you don't have like a tap. So you have to go outside and then you take one of those like scooping things and you have to like pump it up and down for the water to slowly
Hatch
come
got
out.
scammed for
That's how it looks
$3.
like. Like y'all
Hard
be
mode.
so aggressive.
It's once a day until she's satisfied. At that point, give him a 4 or he'll be shooting dust in August.
I mean, yeah, like, I don't know. It's just in my head. I said IV. I said IV, but it said 4. I'm telling you, it's just
Zany
like, I think
Koji got
my
scammed
biggest
for
concern was you guys getting hurt.
$3.33. I literally
Like
don't
guys
have the
getting
time
hurt.
in the day for 10 in a day. Even 2 in a day is wild to me. I'm a busy man. Those bills don't pay. Theme Selvi. Also, yeah,
Wait.
I'm scared of the scratch. That shit would hurt.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I consider. But I think as a girl, doing it once a day, as long as it's like there's a day break between it, nothing would really go bad. You know, like it's not gonna hurt or anything because there's a whole day to like rest. I think. I don't know. As a girl today, I've learned a lot, right? I always thought guys are like, after an hour, you're like, you know what? I'm neutral. You know, like, this is how if I have to be honest, this is how I think, okay? After you do it, you're like post-nut clarity, where you're like, damn, I swear to never see any person in this horny way ever again. That lasts for around 20 minutes. And then for the next 20 minutes, you're like, okay, I'm satisfied. It's out of my system. And then 20 minutes later, you're neutral. So like after an hour, give or take, guys are like neutral about it. It's like, you're not horny, but you're not against it. Like you're just flat. Like I have no feeling. If there's a reason for me to develop it, then I will develop it again. You know? I didn't think it was like a day to 3 days. I guess everyone is very different and that's... It depends on the libido, TBH. Yeah, I mean, makes sense. Oh. L for
Patch
the guy
got
with
scammed
5
for
seconds
$3.
stamina and
Use
but still...
lubrication or you're gonna get friction burns, tear some skin, or get a rash at some point.
Oh my god. Wait, you know why? This is like educational speech time, right? Dude, I had a friend that had that issue and it's not funny. It's not funny because the dude was suffering. It's funny for me because I don't have a cock and I can't relate to that. But like, he was
Pixel
suffering
Cheered
so
X300.
bad, dude. Your friend publicized this? No. But basically what happened was he couldn't come to school. At that time, like, he skipped school, right? And he told, like, the reason was because he said he had a circumcision, you know? So when he came back, obviously the guys were teasing him, right? Like, guys usually, like, I don't know, the guys in my class were like, woohoo, look at this guy, you know, like, this guy have lost a piece of himself to become a bigger man, or something like that. So it's like congratulating / teasing because he was telling everyone that he got circumcised. Fast forward, like, because I guess it became a normal topic, the guys decide to be like, I need to tell you the truth. I'm not circumcised. What happened was, I guess he's been like wonking his willy way too many times that he like tore something on his skin. Like, I don't really know what happened because like I just heard it from a friend, right? Like, I heard it from other people, but something happened to his wonky. Something be happening to his willy. Like, I think it's either he scratched it or his skin was like peeling, but it was so bad that he couldn't even wear pants. Like, it can't touch anything because it's like brimming with pain. So he just decided to tell people that he got circumcised because he literally could not wear pants. And ever since then I was like, shit, that I get it. You know, like, because with like women reproductive organs, that shit, like, it has, you know, the lubrication, right? Like, we can self-lubricate. But I guess for guys, you don't have that.
Doing it once a day by myself easy because I know how to not break my dong. Having somebody else do it, that's different.
Wait, really?
Fun fact, yeah, you can break it. There's videos. Not safe for life.
What?
Worst thing I ever saw. Trust me, don't.
Wait, is it actually different? Yeah, but guys lube is like a third party, you know, like lotion and stuff, not like self-lubricating, right? I don't know. Wait, but is it actually different to like do it yourself? And oh, see, I can never ask this to my friends. It'd be too fucking weird. Because I'm thinking about, I was like, maybe I should stop asking chat. Because I keep asking these questions. And I should really stop. But then I think to myself, who the fuck am I gonna ask this to? I'm not asking my family members. And I ain't asking my friends. That's weird. Because I'm not a dude, I think. I think if I was a dude, I could... Okay, maybe if I asked Mel, but it's very odd. If I just suddenly go like, hey Mel, random question, but is the penis self-lubricating? It's just so out of context. She would love it, trust? Really? If I'm gonna get blocked, it's gonna be your fault. Okay, I don't know whether I'm overthinking this, but I feel like there are boundaries, right? If I was a guy, I feel like asking this to guys would make sense. But considering I'm a girl, if I ask this to guys, best case scenario, they think like, okay, here's how I think. I might be wrong though, but this is just like my stupid ass head, okay? If I ask one of my guy friends these questions, best case scenario, they think I think of them in that way. So like, they'll think that I think about them jerking their meat.
You
Worst
reminded
case,
me of that when you
they
nut
get
and
really
she
uncomfortable.
keeps
No, because the thing is, like, I know guys don't usually admit it, but a good chunk of guys, at least like my guy friends I know, feel very uncomfortable with like personal like this, right? And it makes complete sense because I would also be weirded out. Like, if a guy friend of mine suddenly DMs me, you know, like if I had a guy friend and they DM me being like, hey Michi, random question, but like tell me about the inner workings of the reproduction system of a woman, I'd feel a little bit weird. I'd be like, okay, this is kind of making me a little uncomfortable, I think. Unless they made it like clear context. Unless they're like, hey, I have a question, it might make you uncomfortable, feel free to answer. Like, but that's a very... At that point, it's just like yapping, you know? But I do think because of that, I think guys would feel uncomfortable too if I ask.
I think you should always feel free to ask these questions to chat. The last thing anyone would want is for you to be ignorant on sex. I think that there is nothing wrong with having the knowledge, because some of what you ask is tough to research on Google. We say ask Mel because she would love to educate you, but also she is trying to become a sex ed teacher and she does already know a lot of stuff. Mel Pat. Mel said in a recent stream that she would love to answer any of your questions.
That's the thing. Okay, here's the thing, right? I think this is the weird fucked up inner workings of my brain. I feel like because... Okay, how honest do you want me to be when it comes to this explanation? Because it goes in depth and I think I'm gonna sound like a sociopath a little bit. Very. Okay. So this is how I think, chat, okay? Naturally, I am very curious about a lot of things. Not just about sex. I'm curious about a lot. Anything that I don't really know, I usually ask. However, when it comes to like sexual stuff, I'm gonna be 100%. I am very, like, not very, I am quite uncomfortable with the topic in general outside of educational purposes. You know what I mean? Like, if someone was really coming off on, like, to me, or like making sexual jokes directed at me or to me, I don't know what to really respond with because I would feel very awkward. It's not to the point that I'm like upset. It's just like, I don't know what to say to that, you know? But because of that, I don't know whether people think I'm curious or whether they might just take it as a joke, right? And because I feel awkward about it, it makes me like second guess whether I should ask. However, when you're a VTuber, chat, the thing that VTubers are very well known for, like the clips that go viral, literally are anything to do with sex or like organs, right? Like, oh my god, this VTuber talks about sex. Instantly, that's like lots of views. So if I were to ask chat, I can mask behind the idea that I'm doing this to farm clips. You know what I mean? Like, if I ask this to my friend off stream, then it just shows that I'm just curious. But if I ask on stream, I can just say, oh, I'm doing this to farm clips. And it's not that weird. You know, like, that's how my brain thinks. But I don't really give a shit about the farming clips. I just want the answer. It's like, because I know some people are like, oh my god, VTubers only talk about sex to farm clips. It's like, well, yes and no. I'm doing it to get the answers. The farming clip is just the extra, and I can hide behind it, so it makes me feel much more comfortable. You know what I mean? Like, I can literally just say like, oh, I'm just doing my job. You know what I mean? Instead of being like, oh, I have never learned about this as a kid, and I don't know anything to do with like sex and all of that good stuff. So I'm just
Fries
stupid
got
and I'm
scammed
curious.
for $3.
I can just
Do you have
say
a
I'm doing
kink
my
for
job.
making your life harder?
No, but it makes sense. You know, it's like, I'm not insane. I'm just doing my job. Right? And low-key though, that is the smartest shit ever. Like, I thought I was cooking, and I think I'm cooking. It's cute though, TBH. I think my only fear with like asking Mel is because I don't want her to think that I don't know how to word this in a way. I feel like I'll say something and it'll sound really bad, but I'm not sober enough to really put my words together. Well, how do I say this? I know Mel is good, you know. Mel is good, and she is experienced, because that's like her field, right? That's like her forte.
I would love to see Michi and Mousy in one of Mel's lewd podcasts.
The thing is, like, I know that that's her forte, but I don't want to make her think that that's all she is, or like contribute to that narrative in a sense. So like, if anything, I act significantly less horny when I'm around Mel, because like I don't want to like accidentally partake in the opinion that like, oh, all you're good for is this particular thing. Because Mel is amazing and she's so sweet and she has so many awesome traits. So yeah, like I don't want to like contribute to the narrative of like accidentally boxing it in. But yeah, maybe I am overthinking, you know? I could definitely communicate this better. I could be like, hey, I have a lot of curiosities if you are free and have the time to answer them.